No. What's going on, guys? Hey, Perry. Misfit, Full Clip, Keith. What's going on? Having fun at the shop. Let's just say I'm a little pissed at one of our suppliers. Hey, Corey. Yeah, Scotland. I'll be over there in November, hopefully. Nice. That sucks, Joshua. Let me know, Dylan, what your question is. Coffee. The cigar is a Room 101 special release to Fine Ash Cigars in Arizona. So I got I'm doing a, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted about it earlier, but I'm, I'm doing wheel bearings and showing the hub grappler kit, and one of the wheel bearings was open. I'm like, okay, I was kind of tied because nobody had them in stock. I had to get two different ones as some ricer drives by. And, you know, okay, didn't look bad. Installed it. Yeah, noisy. So uninstalled it, went to put the other bearing in that side, and yeah, I dropped it and bent the snot out of the oil seal. So it was noisy. So I had to run and get a new bearing. So I'm only doing one side of my daughter's car. It is 110 here. Favorite tool? My picoscope, probably. I have not used the Astro impacting ratchet. But I figured I'd check in before I clean up and head home. Haven't done a live stream. And get some editing stuff done. This will probably be a couple weeks out before it gets edited. So Mueller half-inch impact gun, I haven't requested one from them. If it's something you guys want to see, I'll ask them for one. Am I dropped out? According to my stream, I'm good, so. Yeah, working on YouTube stuff. Yeah, filming a video, tool review. It's one of the most requested videos I've had, and I can't, you know, it's something I want to show doing on the car instead of, what oil pressure should an older vehicle be running at when hot? At least 20 psi would be my guess. Every manufacturer will have a spec that you can look up. I'm glad, because on the other side of that screen is a very busy road. So my favorite job to do as far as flat rate would be a Honda timing belt. V6. My favorite stuff to do is diagnostic work. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Milwaukee ratchets are used daily. Milwaukee. Gauge Crafters, Milwaukee all the way. Favorite bolt extractor, are you talking rounded bolts or getting them out of a hole? Well, I can see on ball joints. Most of what we see here, unfortunately, is control arms. You know, most of the stuff we have, you know, more or less is, you know, already attached to the arm, so you replace the whole arm. Launch or Autel? I'm Autel, but I definitely think Launch is a very good tool. I'm probably going to wind up with a Launch at some point. What to use for repair order system? We use RO Writer in the shop. Everybody has a terminal, and you know, we all actually write our own tickets in the shop, and we're paid for it. So, PJ, what's up? FYI, I've got a video coming up talking about diagnostic channels you need to check out. PJ Voltage Drop Diagnostics is one of them. You need to go check his channel out. He's a really smart tech, and you know, way smarter than me, and he can film at work. Yeah, so does Autel Mustang, but I don't work on Lamborghini or Ferrari, so. I haven't had a chance to watch the launch video from Keith. I got up, I did some stuff around the house and drove to Atlanta, so. My go-to have been the Snap-on Blue Point teeth ones. Cool, Meg. Meg's another one. Meg Salazar Diagnostics. He's a really smart tech. I'm looking forward to meeting him at TST. GLM, yes, I did give those stickers to Woods. So he'll have them for you next week. The Diagon is a really nice tool. May have to get me one. In case anybody's worried about me smoking in the shop, there's literally my daughter's car right there, empty bays, and so I don't have to worry about you know, stinking up somebody's car. I don't know what Savage engine. Oh, Salvage. I've had good experiences and bad experiences with used engines. Sometimes they're great. They run great. Other times, not so much. Yeah, it's because Keith keeps talking about it. Hello, Garrett. Yeah, I use my Autel all the time. Yeah, I don't smoke in the shop much. Only when, you know, nobody's here, like, you know, when I'm filming, and I try to stay away from cars as much as possible. And usually I'm out at the back door watching YouTube and setting up for filming on Thursdays. Yeah, I mean, used engine's fuzzy. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, you know, you install an engine, it's rather intensive to do, and then you know, find out it's got a dead hole or something like that. I have not used the U-Activate relay tester from AES Wave. I want to get one, but they're not a sponsor, so I got to pay for it, so I can only do so much. And I just spent a bunch of money on a new editing PC, so that's going to have to wait a little bit. Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. Cool, Honda Doc. What cars have you seen holding up the best to owner negligence? Honda's Acuras. And not even Toyotas. As Scotty Kilmer says, they're better, but Hondas. Any of the lower end Levi, any of the lower end launch and our Autels will do great for a DIYer. The Southern Performance asked about the Blue Driver scan tool. I mean, I haven't used it, so I can't sell a whole lot, but you know, it is what it is. I just can't speak to it because I've never actually used it. Thanks, BJ. Yeah, it was quite expensive, custom built, water cooled 28 Ti. I'm gonna do a video on it, and but yeah, it's a beast. Edited Monday's video on it last night, and with my laptop, render time on a 4K video was usually close to double of runtime. So if it was a 10-minute video, it was a 20-minute render time. I rendered a 10-minute video last night, and it rendered in just a little over 9 minutes or so. I didn't time it, but yeah, it was fast. And my processors didn't get to 90 degrees Celsius, which is the reason I went desktop, is for better cooling. Have you ever had a major, have I ever had a major injury at work? Had a bearing explode, knocked my safety glasses up and hit me in the eye. Thought I lost it, but my eyes worked fine, but it was, you know, quite unnerving. And other one I had is I was doing a dash job on a Yukon and was pulling the seats out to get the console out, and the rotary lifts we have here, the one, because I had the car in backwards because it works better for our bays, and it flipped up as I was pulling it out and nailed my shin. Let's see. No, I have not checked out Frank's Tools. I have been crazy busy this last week. I haven't had a chance to reply to comments. I haven't had time to do much of anything other than getting stuff done. Gray pneumatic impact sockets, I've got a bunch. They're really good. Haven't done that one yet, PJ. Talking too much. My cigar went out. I'll use a new tool. Which may not work because Thomas. Everybody should know Thomas. Paulie, actually, I have had, he asked if I've ever had tools stolen. When I was working as a regional sales manager for Motorvac Technologies, I had an entire toolbox stolen out of the back of my truck in a parking lot. And it was unfortunately all Snap-on, Mac, etc. So, sucked. It's Hector, what's up? Thanks, Gary, I appreciate it. I have not gotten better chisels yet for the Big Nasty yet. They get chewed up, I can tell you that much. Gadget Crafters, I appreciate it. Hyundais and Kias have come very far in reliability. I'd have no problem owning one. My mother-in-law has a Sonata, so full clips. Yeah, I know AJAC. I just haven't had, you know, like I said, I just bought an editing PC, so cash flow is a little tight right now. Why would I spend any money on scan tools? Diagnostic efficiency. We have 4 techs in here that do diagnostics. And that's why. I mean, you know, you figure I've got 4 guys using the shop scan tools, you're going to have to wait. Well, I mean, there's times where I have 3 scan tools going on at once. I've had 2 sitting in the bay watching data. Well, I've got a 3rd one in the parking lot running an evap test. So that's why. No, I didn't. I could have probably got my car insurance to deal with it, but I didn't. I just ate it. Weather is okay. It's a little cool. Probably rain a little bit here and there. Yeah, they are hard to find. Zachary asked about the Auto Ingenuity scan tool, which is a PC based. I've only used an outdated version of it. So I haven't, you know, had a lot of experience with it. I know some guys love it. I know Bevo is one of the guys that works at Auto Ingenuity that is one of their tech help guys. He seems really good. So yeah, time waiting, it works. I mean, you know, I do diagnostics. I mean, that's primarily what I do. So only thing I've got right now in the shop is my daughter's car, and yeah, I mean, it might be fun, but it's what I have in the shop when I do filming. Oz, what's up? Autel or Launch, it's up to personal preference. They're both very good tools, and you know, honestly, like Keith says you need more. You know, sometimes this product doesn't work on this one does. It's, you know, we have a great pizza place right down the road from the shop. Gino's, he's a New Yorker, so he makes real pizza. But you know, there's hit and miss places all around Atlanta for pizza. On multiple cars is what I was saying. I'd have a car in this bay, car in that bay, hooked up to different scan tools, and then a 3rd one in the parking lot. Toyota Tech in the house. What's going on? Yeah, I haven't been on Garage Journal in a long time. Yes, I have. I've had CAN issues. B1 talking about drivability or phantom misfire situations because of OBD2 plugin dongles. I've had CAN network problems, especially on the early ones with GM, and but yeah, I've definitely seen some problems with them. I normally pull those out and throw them in the glove box, and I throw them in the cup holder. And what cable do you need for BMW ISTA? Yeah, I think from BMW it's like 500 and change. It's the ICOM Next interface. Well worth the money for BMW ISTA. You can use a J-Box on most cars with BMW ISTA. You don't have to have their interface. If you already have a J-Box, you can use your own. But when it comes to the higher speed network ones, you want the ICOM, and it's cheap. So if you don't have a J-Box, you can definitely afford that. No, it's not Gino's East. Yeah, I've only used an outdated one, so I can't speak to it currently. VX Diag OBD systems, no, I haven't used it. Do I have the final say? No, I don't. Look over my guys' shoulders. If they have questions, they're more than happy to ask me. I can go over and help them diagnose it. Yeah, I come next. That's what she said. How long have I been a tech? For 25 years. Yeah, Al, there's exactly. I mean, I'm I always want more scan tools. Yeah, the ICOM you can buy, the ICOM Next you can buy directly through BMW, and it's like 500 and change. ECS Tuning sells it for like 700 and change. I haven't. Fish find for certain cars, there's no way I would do anything without ICOM. The newer model ones I would not touch without an ICOM. Do not buy the clones on eBay. They're all clones. There are no genuine ones on eBay. They are all clones. They will all screw you. You work on many rovers? No. Our programming guys say JBox will break modules. Brick, I'm sure was what he meant. There's some modules on BMW that have a timer that I just went through an ISTA class, and he was talking about it. They're basically the footwell module. When it reaches so many cycles, it's done. So, night sync, I love the battery test. I have not used the compression tester yet. Diag Network did some videos on that system with Matt Fanslow, who works for Pico and is a shop manager. So it's a great video. With the amount of European, you should check out Autocom CPD. I'm actually looking at AutoLogic for the European programming for what we can't do. Billy, yeah, they install them. People just don't use them. Talking too much. What kind of Levi? What are you using as far as EGR valves? I mean, the ports could be clogged. Yeah, Anthony, I'm smoking in the shop. There's literally my daughter's car right there, and that's it. So, and nobody else in the shop. I mean, it's Saturday. We don't open on Saturday. I've used my Pico to diagnose many cars night stink. Cam crank, misfires. I was going to try to do a misfire Pico video on a Ultima, I think it was, and I was just running out of time because of moderating Erico's live stream on a Thursday. Yeah, fish find. Yeah, eBay icons are all clones. It's just, I mean, you're just trying to spend money because you're gonna brick modules. Leon, what's up? Have I used any air high flow? No, I haven't. I've used standard Milton fittings forever. Every shop I've ever worked at, that's what they had. I don't smoke in the shop with the guys. Nobody actually cares, but I don't smoke cigars when I'm working. I just work. I just, you know. I want to get a WPS soon. O'Reilly's and Napa junk. I mean, I would try to get a Mopar. We run into many problems with aftermarket tools. Mike Chains, what's up? What cars do your shop turn away and not work on? Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar, Land Rover, and anything older than 2003. My boss loves my YouTube channel. He watches it. He subscribes. He actually is in a group on Facebook with a bunch of other shop owners, and he keeps sharing my videos to those guys. How much was my box? The without the locker, it was with my trade-in. It was a little over $10,000. The side locker was like $3,000. What's up, Bill? You gonna be at TST, Bill? I don't. Milton connectors, I've had. Yes. We don't use them anymore. We use Prevost here. Yeah, full clip. That's the thing about Mercedes owners. It's not the cars. I have no problem working on the cars. It's the owners. They are biggest prima donnas as far as customers, and it's just not worth it for. To give you a simple example, we had a Mercedes-Benz dealer tech that worked here, and we had a 40% comeback rate on Mercedes-Benz. That wasn't comebacks. It was just, oh, since you did this. What's up, Robert, Jared? Jaguars is just their junk. Well, there's plenty of tools in the background. Yeah, Jaguars are just weird cars. Nice, Bill. Sean, good luck. Less ranting, more tools. Well, I was at the shop shooting a tool review, okay? Yep, I didn't build it, I didn't break it, I didn't buy it. What do I like working on the best? Most money I make are BMWs, Volkswagen Audis, and Hondas and Toyotas. Thanks, Will. I appreciate it. Garbage, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lincoln LS is complete garbage. Garrett asks, he just became a GM dealer tech. Learn the warranty system and find out how to work the system within the rules. Do your documentation so you get paid. Do I know? Excuse me. Do I know any transgendered mechanics? No. We actually had one apply early on, but no qualifications, and apparently had some issues at their last shop. So, Anthony, I used to work on diesels. We don't hear anything above a half-ton Silverado or Suburban. We just don't have the room for it in the base space. Yeah, gasoline and a lighter for Jaguar. Hemis are not bad trucks to work on. In the trucks, in the Grand Cherokees, can be a little more cramped, and they break a lot. Do you see a lot of LS engines? We work on a lot of Tahoes, Yukons, and Suburbans. I'm sure it is. Find a shop that is willing to help you grow. Go to a shop that's going to encourage you to move up in the world. Is a shop that encourages that. Fun. Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna bring stickers, Bill. $123 to watch it, not bad. So, awesome, Garrett. That's great. 1234YF is the new refrigerant, Robert. We have only seen a few vehicles here at the shop with that refrigerant. We don't have a machine yet, so we can't really do anything with it. We're supposed to be, boss is looking at getting a third AC machine because we're in Georgia. But it'll be just a 134 machine, and then as we need it, we'll get a 1234YF machine. I know they're slow, and yeah. So, and the refrigerant's stupid expensive still. My most used favorite tool, probably my 3/8 Milwaukee stubby impact. It's probably the most used tool I have. Joe Road, I drive a Chevy, so my wife drives a Chevy too. My daughter drives a Honda. Yeah, eScan Pro is really nice. Keith loves it. Yeah, back in the day, Jared, I worked on medium duty trucks. Anthony asked about the Snap-on DVOM. Does it do anything really spectacular? No. But it's got a really nice screen. So I like it. David Sky asks, opinion on Harbor Freight toolboxes. They're really good. They're really great starter box. That's what I tell people to get. They're really well made. They're the closest, other than like Tool Vault or something like that, to a professional toolbox available at retail. Got my G1. Do I think it's worth it? It shows a dedication to the industry, so yes. I think it's always worth it to get certifications. Brian Essick, what's up from How To Automotive? Filming videos on a Saturday. So, yeah, it is nuts on price. Davey, what's up? Do I miss winter weather? No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're pretty stout for the cost. Gear wrench, gray pneumatic, for hand tools, sockets, stuff like that, do very well. Vim is another one for Torx bits, inverted torque, stuff like that. I mean, there's plenty of really good brands out there other than the tool trucks. Generally, customer comes to you requesting a specific job and they claim they want it done regardless of whether or not you agree or not that it'll fix the problem. Do we accept or refuse the work? We refuse the work. We're busy enough that it turns into too much of a nightmare, as far as just no. Our bad season is right now, and we're up 30% from last year in overall shop revenue, hours, etc. Yeah, James, that's exactly what it is. They have to test the system multiple times to make sure there's no leaks. Matthew Funk, what ASE test did you find the most difficult? Automatic and manual transmissions, because I don't deal with them much. What's up, Joshua? Glad you like the mountain wrenches. Yes, they are. The VIN thin open end are made by Vim. The ones I have are Vim branded. Sunex is another good company, yeah. Yeah, they do. I mean, I have gray pneumatic and a gear wrench, and I use them all the time. All my axle sockets are either Astro pneumatic or gray pneumatic. Zachary, thanks. I appreciate it. Sunex makes good stuff. The ADV line used to be made by Sunex. I think they're going to Professional Tool Products on those, but I've used my 1/4 inch ADV swivels for a long time and beaten the snot out of them. Yeah, VIM and Sunex are great stuff. Carlisle stuff, I mean, it's a rebrand, so it depends on who made it. Southern Arteria, man, it sucks, Revo. Yeah, VIM makes some great tools, especially for the cost. I mean, $40 for triple squares and you can beat the snot out of them, they still work. Yeah, Carlisle's is either China or Taiwan. Brian, I'm looking forward to meeting you at the Milwaukee Symposium too. That's going to be fun. Proto, I mean, they're in the industrial line of Mac tools. So, yeah, they're good. Have not seen any, how's the diagnostic cart coming? Haven't seen any updates. Well, because I'm trying to decide what to do with it. I decided I'm not going to keep the Cornwall cart. I'm either debating getting another Matco cart or a Epic cart and putting screen and all that kind of stuff. So I'm debating on that, haven't decided, so I'm not going to do any major changes like putting, a monitor or anything in there like that. Any problems with the Milwaukee cordless? Physically, no. I broke a battery by dropping my 3/8 ratchet off a lift and broke the plastic, so it's bent up. Gary Pope, actually, Matco actually shared my video on that. Yeah, no, actually, the only tech in the shop that hasn't gotten on the Milwaukee bandwagon here is Jesse. Jesse still uses Air Tools, but he's cheap. In fact, Bam Bam, Snap-on Boy, is converting over to Milwaukee. What don't I like about the Cornwall cart? The locking mechanism for the drawers, the detents don't hold real well, so if you're rolling the cart over, if you don't lock the drawers, they open. It's full already is one of the other problems. I mean, nothing, for a regular cart, I work well. I think it's I need more room, and I that's why. Casey, I don't have top 5 questions for a tech that walks in seeking a job. I'm not the first interview for a tech here. When it comes to a technician coming into the shop, skill level I can teach. It's all about personality and how they'll mesh with the shop. So I'd kind of come up with technical questions to test their knowledge on the fly, but I don't have any standard questions. Matt asks, have you played with a Zeus yet? Only on the truck and not buying it. It's just the smart diagnostics is junk. And, in fact, and it's basically just a reboxed Veris. So I'm not buying another one. Glad you liked it. I didn't invent that trick. I mean, the wheel bearing trick is just a trick that's been around forever. And, I just thought it'd be cool to do a video on it, and I did. Mac Tools, I haven't used it. Their impact, so I can't say how good it is. Yeah, I love Milwaukee. DeWalt makes some good stuff. I can't say bad things about DeWalt. Yeah. I mean, that's the big thing is I go to move the car over to the another bay to scope something or whatever, and I've got to lock the drawers before I move it. Whereas my Matco, I can just roll around and I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I don't. I interview the technician after the boss has interviewed them multiple times. I'm just kind of final gateway for them to get hired. Not that we have a bunch of turnover here, but Oh, Class 8 heavy duty semis, fun. Good money though. Major tool disappointments lately. Not that I know of. Haven't bought too many tools that, I didn't think were worth it. We'll be right back. Time to switch to the Coke. Yeah, I actually got the invite to the Milwaukee Symposium this year, so I'll be seeing all the new stuff before y'all will. Haven't worked on a whole lot of C5 Corvettes, so I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've ever put a clutch in a Corvette. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, competent people can be a pain. We've got a pretty good crew here, so. Do people ever send you free stuff that's junk and doesn't make it to video? Not so far. I've turned down a bunch of, I get offers every day to review LED lights for running lights or whatever. It's like, go away. But yeah, I've gotten everybody in the shop too to turn over except Jesse. But I've everything I've gotten, I've reviewed, except I've got one Autel handheld scanner that I haven't reviewed yet. Sunex makes good stuff. We're talking about, less expensive, not tool truck brands that are good. Sunex, Gear Wrench, Gray Pneumatic, VIM. Actually, yeah, we do have a Mac dealer now. He used to be our Matco dealer. He went back down to Florida, took a route down there. Couldn't get his Matco route back in Atlanta because the guy that sold me this toolbox took his spot, so he switched over to Mac to move back. So we do now have a Mac dealer. Yeah, yeah, Brian, I get, like, oh, review our mini OBD2 dongle yeah, no, I just move on. I just delete them. I want to put content that's going to be useful for you guys, not, BS. I mean, like, I still have to review this Autel MaxiLink scan tool that I got sent, and I'm going to give it away. That's why I did it, is so I could give it away. Texton makes some good stuff. I'm gassy for some reason. Arrow is a sister company to Autel. I looked at it at Automechanica. It seems really good. The key programming stuff is really interesting. Dang, full clips. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, we got plenty of tool trucks here. Ever had a car stolen? We actually have a car right now that got stolen from the guy's driveway. But not me personally, no, I've never had a car stolen. What was the worst vehicle you ever worked on? I mean, the nastiest car I've ever worked on that I hated was a Buick that the lady was a hoarder and her car was full of trash. I don't know if that is supported on a OBD2 scanner. I've never looked at oil pressure on a cheaper scan tool. Thanks, YouTubes. I don't know of any collision YouTubers. There's been a couple that I've seen, but I'm not a collision guy, so I haven't really paid much attention. Have I ever worked on a Citroen or a Peugeot? No, but I've worked on a Renault truck. It was rebadged as a Mac. Handheld RPM reader. For me, it'd be a timing light, but I don't have any experience with any RPM readers. If code readers, I just use the basic Autel because it's fast. That sucks. Yeah, I got plenty, trust me. Haven't done an intake on a 5-cylinder Colorado. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I haven't worked on a ton of Colorados. I think the ones we've had, the customers declined repairs because it needed, valves. Worst comeback? I mean, most. I'm trying to think of a good example. I mean, I haven't had, knock on wood, any engines or anything like that, get destroyed or anything like that. Had one where a control arm bolt wasn't tight enough and worked its way loose. That was concerning. Oh yeah, same on the, yeah, it's a common problem on those inline engines for Colorado and the Trailblazer. What brand of cars do you see the most in your shop? Toyota, Lexus, Honda, Acura. Mack Midliner is a rebadged Renault. I worked on 2 different ones. Yeah, it's the AL39 is the one I used. Same one I use, Brian. You know, I use it for running monitors and clear codes and quick checks. Snickers all the way. Yeah, that is also common, breaking the head bolts. We have a really good, Cindy, we have a really good hybrid shop that we refer that stuff to right now. We just don't see enough of it. So, yeah, all compacts are the worst. No, Bill, the AL39 is just a little handheld scan tool. Yeah. Yeah, LS starter's fun. All right, let me see. All right, we've been going for am I still using the 14.4 long neck ratchet? Yep, used it yesterday. No, Mario, I don't work Saturdays. I film, but I don't work Saturdays as far as what cigar am I smoking on? I am smoking a Room 101 special release for Fine Ash Cigars out of Arizona. Yeah, I'd be real. Brian asked about insufficient work for DOT. That can get you in a lot of trouble. I would be getting the hell out of there because that can cost you. Autotech, thanks. I appreciate it. I've done several Mariners. Alternators can be fun on the V6s. Starters fun on the 4-cylinders. If it's well taken care of, a Honda Civic, yeah, definitely. David Scott, for a starting tech, it's going to depend on your area. You know. See you at TST, Bill. Bosch K-Jet CIS, I could not tell you. I've never worked on those systems. Yeah, that's one of the joys of being a diesel road tech. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know, when I get to break out the scope, I'm having fun. Yeah, I don't have the 1/4 inch yet. My guy hasn't gotten any yet. The new ones, I haven't used any of the. Cody, I haven't used any of the new Mac Precision torque wrenches, so I can't say how good they are. You know, I don't even think I've held one. Matt, being a technician, most of what I watch is professional technicians on YouTube. The do-it-yourself channels, like, you know, I'm not going to name names. just don't have the value for me as far as, I mean, I can't keep up with my subscriptions now as it is, so I tend to watch more professional technicians. Oh yeah, issue found behind the wheel. You can. Does your shop work on Mercedes Sprinters? No, we don't. We can't fit them in the shop. We just can't fit them in the shop. But I have worked on Sprinters. Yeah, they are money pits. Mac or Snap-on? Snap-on. Yeah, yeah, that's the K-Jet. Yeah, would be the old Volkswagens. I think used K-Jet too. Yeah, I haven't done any research on the Mac Precision stuff. The new Hondas and Toyota CVTs haven't had the issues that some other brands have had, but long term, we'll see. Super Mario, yeah, you do. Even at that, PJ, I can't keep up. I mean, I can't keep up. I have 2 boxes, and he's never said that yet. It's the 18.4 update has gotten better. They did a patch, but it's still, I still have some issues with it. The touchscreen still is kind of not working all the time. Do you have access to GM service stuff? I can program. I can get GDS2. I could get GM service information if I wanted to, but we don't. We have Identifix and ALLDATA, so. What tools are better from Mac? I'm not sure of anything specific I can think of from Mac off the top of my head that. Nick, I'm not familiar with the 1.5 turbo engine issues. Haven't seen anything about it. Yeah, I mean, it's when I updated to the Snap-on, it significantly changed its speed. The circuit for fuel injection testers, not K-Jet and all that. The circuit, the Midivac kit. I like my Matco kit. The OTC kit works well. Mac's owned by Stanley, so maybe. Nice. 410, thanks I appreciate it. Yeah, Mac drill bits. Okay. Ever think about retiring? No, I don't want to die. I floor it. I have never touched a Sonic tool, so I can say nothing about them. I don't. I've never held one. I like Power Probe for powering things. That's about it. I don't like it for circuit testing. All I've used is one of our other techs has the Snap-on Power Probe 4 version. I have other methods, and I just haven't spent time learning how to use its features and if testing it to figure out if it's worth it. Later, Porsche Tech. If you can get a 0% credit card, I would definitely do that over the Matco truck. On the truck stuff doesn't go to your credit. Only the PSA account for corporate goes on your credit. Yeah, Star is another one, which is well, it's actually now Castar, is because it's. Okay. But yeah, if you can get a 0% credit card, that'll help you. If you're not going to get a good rate with credit card, I would definitely go with Matco or the tool trucks. Question for me, Phil. It's like 1 liter per minute or something like that. Until recently, I didn't have a way to measure, so I kind of eyeballed it. But I think it's like 1 liter per minute or something like that. I forget what it is. Thanks, Mario. Have fun. Snap-on graphs are definitely better. Definitely better. That's one thing Snap-on has always excelled at is their graphing. If I'm working on a diagnostic and I want to see the best graphs I can, I go to Snap-on. Have a good one, Joshua. I haven't used them much. Cobalt is not. It's used to be part of Danaher. It's a brand for Lowe's that was made by Danaher, but that's since going away. Honda Doc, cool. Yeah, I mean, all I use it for really is moving windows up and down and stuff like that, or powering a solenoid to test to see if it works. I've done. Crispy asked about the first look sensor. I've done training on it. I don't own one, but I do want to get one. Yeah, yeah, Phil. I mean, I got to give it to Snap-on. Their graphs are the best. Oh, yeah, I've reviewed Mountain Tools. Sterling, the Mountain wrenches, which are made by, I'm a mind blank on that. Cabo. The Mountain wrenches, the long. The long Mountain wrenches, these are actually Monster, which is the same brand, but I mean, yeah, I mean they're rebranded tools, but Mountain is a brand of ISN, which is a reseller to tool companies. Referring to the Eduardo, referring to the Pico offers so much more ability to manipulate the capture. You can zoom in, you pull a long time frame, and then you can zoom in as much as you want. Whereas the Snap-on, you have to zoom out. So, if I said that right. Much prefer the Pico scope to the Snap-on. Yeah, I'm about to cut it out. So, yeah, I mean, if you hurt your back, depending on how bad you hurt it, yeah, you can go back to work. You just have to be very careful with it. Wear a back brace. Depends on the tool. The wrenches are made by Cabo. It's a rebrander. That's all it is. So they're made by various companies. The wrenches are made by Cabo, which makes some gear wrench stuff. Best bang for your buck off the Matco. They're pinless swivels. Their impact swivels are the best. Period. They're still made in the USA. They found a company to make them in that design, and they are still made in the United States. So I'm gonna try to do more Pico videos. The advanced kit, I don't remember the number, but from AES Wave, Tool Trucks warranty Monster and Mountain. They're designed to be a tool truck brand, is what they were for. Best way to learn basics on diagnostics: Scanner Danner Premium Watches Diagnostic Series. Watch his classes and you will learn. Varies. Somebody asked me how often I get to use my picoscope. It varies on what the workload I've got. I might use it 3, 4, 5 times a day. I might not use it at all one day. All of their pinless swivels are definitely worth it. The mid swivels get used all the time for me on 3/8. I've got a mix of Snap-on and Matco and 3.5 inch. Definitely prefer the Matcos. They do have a lifetime warranty. They're made in various countries. It's a rebrand, so it's made wherever they find a factory that wants to make it for them. It just, yeah, I can understand that. If it's just simple stuff, it can get a little boring. Yeah, $15,000. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the problem. I mean they have to buy through ISN, which it's their brand. ISN is a warehouse company for tool trucks, and their market is like they sell to Advanced Auto Parts too, and some of the other part stores, not Napa, but that's their main market is tool trucks. Modus Edge is like $8,000. The Varus is or the Zeus is 15. Mark, what's up? Solid Diagnostics. Yeah. I mean, I didn't pay that for my Varus. I got a deal on it, but yeah, they're expensive. Oh, electronic differentials, yeah. Yeah, Ken, they're awesome. Autotech, yes, it helps if you watch the commercials. You don't have to. I mean, as long as it plays, I get paid. Thanks, Goggin. I'm guessing I know I'm butchering that name, but thanks for watching. PJ, I can't say anything good about it. I mean, I really didn't like it. Both my Matco boxes are holding up great. I've got the yellow one over there that has been, I bought it used, so they've been good. Other than a lock issue on this one where it wasn't fully unlocking the drawers, which the regional manager had to come out here and fix that. So other than that, I haven't had any trouble with it. Yeah, I mean, Autel's good. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. And problem for me doing a live show every Saturday is at my house. There's a lot of stuff going on. So our comebacks are about 1%. So we don't have very many comebacks as a shop overall. All right. David Sky, I actually have a video coming out Monday where I talk about Adept 8. So yeah, definitely a cool guy. My Monday video is about being a diesel tech. So yeah, definitely he's got a good channel. So manual meters, Brandon. So I am going to, well, I'm going to go home. So thanks everybody for watching. I am the Flat Rate